You can see like a hole in the middle of the spliff, like
Them
yeah.
donuts are hard to come by, man.
Yeah, if you see the hash holes, people rolling up the donuts nowadays, it's like that.
I've only seen like two people to really perfect that shit. Damn, boy, that shit hit you hard. Harder than any I'm about to sip. But
Cheers.
Tony Esposito. I can't never say his last name. Esposito. Yeah, he wrote some doinks. And he got that shit perfect every time.
Yeah.
Right in the middle, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My shit kind of curve off sometimes. Then it go to the middle, you know. And then Nutty Buddies, they make a nice one too. They make some nice joints. I'm still new to it.
Word. So I've seen, shout out to Tony Esposito, Little Doinks.
Big doinks.
Right, big doinks, the doink master,
Doinks.
doink god. Hey, so are there people on the scene that are like just rolling, like you come up, they have the tree and they like, hey, this is what I'm doing? Because I've seen Tony set up in his demo. Like, is it people out here like custom rollers? What do they call them? Hand rollers, hand crafters?
They are, but they're few.
Yeah.
Most people just do it for themselves and self-pleasure.
Got it.
Few others do it for, you know what I mean, the business aspect of things. And some of them really have like, what's the word I'm looking for here? Like this real craft to them. You know what I'm saying? And then some of them, like my shits just look crazy at the moment. You know what I mean?
They just roll.
Yeah, we just roll them. But my nephew, he makes these leaves. So what he does is they're saliva free. Yeah. There's always about 2 grams in it. Also has a little bit of the crumble in it also. Yeah. And he rolls those every time he's with me usually. So at least 3 times out the week, depending on what pop-up I'm at, you can find that in a sense. You know what I mean?
Got it. Okay. Word, man. And, hey, that's what's up. And before we even go any forward, peace, love, light, and light. It's your boy Tezlato, Big Tezlato Sessions, a podcast. I'm here with my man Ati right now. The vibes are right. FWS, Future World Sport, a broadcasting network, the global standard. Hey, and we tapped in, man. So everybody in full support, I want to say thank you for coming here. And before we get into Ati's introduction, there is a thing that I like to do. It's called Tez Talks.
Oh, okay.
So mental health is a very big thing. So me as a person, I'm in the self-talk and I'm in the positive affirmations. So like throughout the course of your day, you know, saying a kind word to yourself, a word of affirmation, you know, just letting yourself know, hey, everything's all good. You're strong, you're here, you're blessed, and something that can just keep you going through that fight, man. So what I like to do is, because I like to hold myself accountable, is share my daily affirmations on my Twitter at Tezlato. You can find me. So daily affirmation for today is, my spirit is healthy, my aura is vibrant, and my impact is real. Hashtag affirmation game. Tap in with me. But so folks, we got IT in here in the session today. IT, man, let's get a little bit more familiar with yourself, man. Go ahead, introduce yourself. Who are you? Your brand? Any social media handles?
What's going on, Big Tez? Good to be here today on the show. IT is the name. VA is 420 time is the Instagram handle. So basically, my brand is called It's 420 Time. A lot of people will get it a misconception of what that really means. They might think it's just the time of the day when you're supposed to smoke or hit a blunt or something like that. You know what I mean? But I'm IT, so it's my party. It's 420 time. This is how I like to smoke. This is what we do. You know what I mean? Good smoke, good grass, edibles, business, you know what I mean, merch. Those are just the different things in my daily life that I go with.
Got it.
I mean, I'm a salesman.
Got it. Salesman.
You know?
Okay, that's what's up, man. So like, how long? Well, first of all, where you from? Where you from, man?
Originally from Brooklyn.
Okay.
But I've been here since I was 1, Virginia Beach, so I'm a beach boy.
Word. What's your story? How did you end up down here?
I just ended up down here, to be honest with you. My dude said it's time to go.
Right.
I was a baby, you know what I mean? I don't really
Okay.
know too much. Next thing I know, we here.
Okay.
Been here ever since.
Okay, so mom just made the decision to come down here, shit. And what city did you say?
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, and now you said Virginia Beach.
Virginia Beach, Virginia, yes, sir.
Where? What high school did you go to?
Bayside, home of the Bayside Marlins, yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
Bayside.
sir. 05.
Word.
That's the originals.
Word.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to VB. Shout out to Bayside, man. That's what's up, bro. So, is that that's kind of like the area you resided in, like most of your life here, and growing up in Virginia Beach?
I would say growing up in Virginia Beach, I was Laskin Road, First Colonial type area.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? FC Cox High Schools, those type of spots. And then in like the 2000s, I moved up to, I guess you call it the Bayside, Princess Anne area.
Got it.
You know what I mean? And Bayside's just where my street happened to land on.
Word. That's what's up, man. So all right, so one thing that I always hear is like the Virginia Beach, and like there's like some tension with the police. Like I hear the police are assholes and stuff like that. I haven't had any bad experiences out there, but is that a thing?
I mean, there's a saying in Virginia Beach, come on vacation, leave on probation. You know what I mean? And what that really means is that it's a tourist spot. So the oceanfront is their money. They're going to protect their money. You come out, you wild out a little too much, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're going to come for you. They ain't got nothing else that better to do.
Right, the city
You know what I
gonna
mean?
get theirs.
They're going to get theirs. So you are correct in that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But, I mean, it's like I said, it's just law enforcement doing what they do. Sometimes it's bullshit, sometimes it's real shit, you know what I mean?
Word.
Happens everywhere.
Word. Shit, how so like what was your experience growing up there as far as like with the police? Had any run-ins?
So I'll say my first run-in with the boys was, honestly with you, man, they were kind of assholes when I was growing up, man. I remember this one time, my cousin K.O. Buds, and then my brother, you know what I'm saying, Ozzy, we were like, I can't even remember how old I was probably like 8 years old. We were just walking behind the neighborhood, and all of a sudden the boys come and pick us up and put us in the back of the car. You know what I mean? They didn't do nothing. They just said somebody said something, blah, blah, blah.
Or looking for somebody or something, yeah.
Then they called the parents up. So, you know, back then I thought I was going to get my ass beat. My dudes come, my aunt came, stepdad came. They see me in the back of the car. Oddly enough, though, nothing happened. They understood it was a mistake, some bullshit, you know what I'm saying? Then we ain't do nothing. Yeah. But definitely as a kid, that was that. Then I remember I was like 18 years old working at Red Lobster on Independence, right? And I had a permit, and there was like 4 of us in the car, you know, Halloween, you know, tagging people's cars, toilet paper, eggs, you know what I mean? So we were about to go to one of our friends' house and just like toilet paper the car real quick, you know what I mean? Put some shaving cream on it, just real kid stuff. And I got pulled over. So my family's from the island of Grenada, all right? So when I was a kid, I used to always have like a flag in my car, right on the rear view mirror. So the cop said it was obstruction of view or something like that. And that's why he pulled me over for. And then he opened the trunk. He was like, you got a lot of toilet paper in the back of this car here, sir. What's going on? I was like, you know, you never know when you got to pull over and take a shit. And I just kept it at that. And then, you know, I mean, luckily he didn't take my license away or my permit or whatever away and do nothing extra. But, yeah, they can definitely be worrisome.
Word. Yeah, that's weird, man. Sorry you had to go through that. I've had this similar situation where I was riding a bike. It was like 7 a.m. I'm just up on some random shit. Police pulled up on me. Same thing. Took me down real quick. It didn't come of anything, but it was like, okay, we been hearing something about something and whatever. So, but yeah, man. So, was you involved in anything like in school, football player, athlete, or anything like that?
So I'll say I've been smoking for a long time. So when I could have played sports at a young age, I didn't really play sports. And by the time I wanted to, the opportunity was no longer there at my young age. Now, what I did do was I played the violin for about 2 years. So from 5th grade, 6th grade, I was a violinist, took lessons, went to school, you know what I'm saying, took the orchestra class, all those type of things. I stopped doing it in my 7th grade year because that's when I started to, be a 7th grader.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Be a kid and just do wild out sometimes. So I stopped in my 7th grade year. And then in my 8th grade year, when I wanted to play again, they wouldn't let me because I missed a year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then high school, I played football from, let's just say, 10th grade to 12th grade. JV, varsity. I was the starting left guard at Bayside High School, number 60.
Word.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Left guard. Okay. So how was it? Shit, so you were a letterman and all of that shit?
No.
No letters.
Nothing, yo. I had nothing. I ain't gonna lie. I really didn't know how to do certain things. You know what I mean? To me, it was like an escape, I guess you could say.
Word. It's like an activity. Like,
Yeah, this is fun right here. You know what I mean? I like playing football. So I get the Fridays, the games, and the hype, and just the feel. You know what I mean? But as far as like the educational value of everything, I didn't really have nobody to push me or steer me, and left it to myself. You know what I mean? I just went with anything.
Word.
You know what I mean? So, but I did real good, I would say. Yeah, we had some good players on our team back then. The team sucked though. I ain't gonna lie to you. Our like the scores on the boards and all that. Yeah, we sucked, bro. But we had some strong players.
Got some good players.
We just couldn't get together.
Couldn't bring it together.
We couldn't get together, man.
Yeah, I understand. So, like, when was your first time actually smoking weed? Your first official time?
All right, so my first official time was 8. It was me and one of my family members. You know what I'm saying? And I remember smoking. And when you're a kid, smoking's on a whole nother level. You take a little hit and you gas.
Yeah, one hit you gone.
One hit quitter. You know what I mean? I wish it would.
Goofy.
I wish I could go back to those days. I ain't gonna lie, because now I smoke too much just to get a good, you know what I mean? Unless it's some good gas, but I smoke a lot anyway. It's 420 time. It's in the name. But yeah, I remember, back in the kid day, you was a little childish. So I remember hitting my family member with a yellow wiffle bat, talking about, when you're a kid, I'm like, your mama know you gay? You know that little thing, that little game you used to play around, just joking around. And he was like, no. I was like, started hitting him, beating him up real quick, just joking around and, having fun. It was fun back then.
Yeah.
Play some baseball or something, you know what I mean? Just roll around. Yeah. 8 years old, man. It's crazy.
Damn, that shit is wild. So like 8. That's what, 3rd grade?
I don't even remember, bro.
That's like 4th grade.
I'm like 35 now. I don't even.
Yeah.
Like that time frame is just.
That is insane, though.
You know what I mean? It just was a neighborhood thing. You know what I mean? You're younger. Yeah. You want to be in with things, and you just do something real quick. And
no, I definitely could, man. It's socialization, bro. I already know how it is, but yeah. So shit. So tree has just been a part of your life ever since then, basically.
Ever since then, I'll say though, for 3 years I stopped smoking in high school. Right. So the 3 years that I played football, I didn't smoke. I didn't smoke at all. But afterwards, got my first job, and we hit the fan again.
Word. So you remember any notable times in marijuana history? You remember like any strain names? Like what was the weed back in the day, man?
Man, I'm gonna tell you, like a couple years ago, I don't even remember how far, I'm not gonna lie. It's probably like 7 to 10 years ago. I had this strain of Platinum OG. Okay? When I tell you my fist is the nug, and there was like a force field of crystals surrounding it, this bud looked crazy. Craziest bud I've seen
Platinum
since.
OG.
No, it was Platinum Kush.
Oh, Platinum Kush.
I just call it Platinum Kush because I've had some Platinum Kushes afterwards, and they don't compare. You know what I mean? But this one strand,
that's Spark, bro.
Huh? Oh yeah, my bad. But this one strand had me feeling like on some Nirvana type stuff. You know what I mean? Like, or I'm walking and the light is shining and I'm, you know what I mean, floating above the ground type high.
So Platinum Kush.
Yes, sir. Okay. Whoever grew that right there, I think they got it from New York. Whoever grew that right there, they knew exactly what they was doing. I ain't been high since like that. I ain't gonna lie.
What year was that? You remember that time?
That's what I'm saying. This was like 7 years ago.
But you remember
7 to 10. I just remember this because at that time I couldn't afford to get it. You know what I mean? So I used to try to wheel and deal, get somebody to get it. You know what I mean? Break off a piece of it. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, that shit looked crazy. Well, we used to have some good times getting gas. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, I don't know if people. It's not a talked about thing, but like those certain like first moments in cannabis, like when you're in the life like middleman and shit. That's like just you're like just a little nigga, like like in homie wants a seventh or something. You know where to get it for the deal.
Yes, sir.
You might either take some extra tree on the top end or you might keep the bread. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of how you start hustling and bubbling up from there, you know. So that's interesting that you say that. But yeah, I definitely understand what you mean. But yeah, I don't Platinum Kush. I don't think I ever had that strain specifically. I've had Platinum Girl Scout cookies, Platinum, you know what I'm saying? But
So I think from what I be reading online, Platinum Kush, Platinum OG is basically the same thing. So if you've ever had Platinum OG, then you've had what I'm talking about. But you as a grower, you know that just because this one person grows the seed doesn't mean it's going to be the same as that other person who grew the seed. So there's various amounts of different like strands, I guess you could say, or what's a better word for that? You'd say it's a whole bunch of different types, I guess. You know what I mean?
yeah. You could say like phenotypes and all of that
phenotype.
shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because like the thing is, when you say platinum, I'm thinking maybe they mix it with the platinum bubble with the OG or however they, but it just depends. But I don't know. But yeah, that would be fire. I would love to taste that. So the Labo, what is this? You know what the Labo is?
I mean, everybody has a idea of what the Labo is. I'm gonna be honest. You had that purple haze, you had that Dro. You know what I mean? You had like the Northern Lights, the Ganny back in the day, and those are real solid strands. And then you just had the mids. You know what I mean? But I remember when mids was lime green, was looking just like the loud that there's out nowadays.
Yeah.
But you getting that shit $5 for a G or more. You know what I mean? Like they getting blessed, 120 for the zip or something. You know what I mean? $60 for that joint.
Yeah.
You know, it's always dames. Like I remember we used to call it that, Labo, some Doja. You know what I mean? Various other names we used to always call it. It's just nicknames. That's what I thought about it.
Yeah. I remember those days too, like when the mid was like. Now I
Pressure.
look at it, I say it's mid, and it's like lime green with the orange hairs, with the you might get some shit without some seeds or with some seeds, but like it was that era. It was before.
That shit was pressure.
It was before all of this new shit came around. I don't even know what's going on with weed now, but I do remember those days because that shit was coming from either Arizona, Texas, goddamn Cali.
I didn't even know where it was coming
Shit,
from.
homies was trying to do that shit indoors back in the day.
I just knew that shit was a wonderful price. Cause you know back in those days, to get you a goddamn fire zip, you had to pay like $350, and that was still on the flip end sometimes. You know what I mean? So if I'm paying what you getting it for, I gotta break that shit all the way down.
Yeah.
So now that's what I do. I'll tell you one thing about me. I'm a breakdown. Yeah, so I'm gonna figure out the numbers. I'm gonna figure out what's gonna work for me. I'm gonna figure out how we gonna still make it happen.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. See, I can respect that, man. You're a businessman, and shit has to be. It's simple. It's simple. That's simple, man. That's business, man. You gotta scale shit and see whatever it's gonna be.
Mm-hmm. Get the best deals. Cause I remember getting the shittiest deals. I remember at 11 years old, bro. That was my 11th birthday, and I had got some money for my birthday. So I hit somebody up. I was like, bro, I need some bud. And it was one of my friend's older brothers. This motherfucker come back with 2 J's rolled up. Hey, yo, I was so heartbroken. I was like, I'm thinking $20. You know what I'm saying? I'm 11 years old. This is back in the like 90s, 2000s, early 2000s. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
if you wanted some loud, it was gonna be like a 0.5.
nah, hey, I'm just saying. I thought I was gonna get more for my buck though.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? He came with literally 2 joints. 4 people smoking them. Him, his boy, me, and my boy. Like I'm like, damn, bro. You know, had a mad head. You didn't really say too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I just took the L and got high.
Yeah. Was it some good though? Was it
I
worth it
mean,
after you smoked
at
it?
that age it was because everything got you high.
Right.
Shit, I remember smoking Black and Milds, bro. We used to go to the store, get some cherry vanilla Prince Albert Black and Milds. You hit that shit, yo, lightheaded, dumb fast.
Yeah.
Dumb fast.
That's crazy as hell. Yeah, I remember hitting my first Black and Mild, the all original joints, plastic tips.
Yeah, I used to love the blacks.
We call them shit sticks.
You said what?
We call them shit sticks, man.
What the hell?
Because nigga, you fire them up when you gotta go take a shit, or you
Oh,
smoke
shit.
one in the morning right after work. She gonna have to take a shit.
Damn.
Black and Milds.
Hey, they did do that though. They did do that.
Yeah, that shit is crazy, man. But yeah, so your parents and shit was pretty much cool with you. You've been smoking since you was 8, so
Man,
parents
ain't nobody know nothing about nothing, man.
they didn't know.
Nobody knows nothing about nothing. You know what I mean?
No.
Until I hit 18 and I got my first possession charge. Then they know a little bit about a little bit, but never, you know what I'm saying, a full aspect per se. You know what I mean?
Whoa,
Yeah.
that's wild.
Is it?
So up until you were 18,
They didn't know I smoked.
hell no. They had parents gotta know if you don't smoke it.
Because you got to understand something. For one, I'm a quiet person per se. You know what I mean? You get me talking about a good topic, I'm going to talk your head off. You know what I'm saying? But if it's just like small talk, I've never really been one for small talk. It's a flaw. You know what I'm saying? Some people will say me, it just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's just me. But small talking was never my thing. So I used to be always silent.
Yeah,
Just not talking, you know what I'm saying? Just doing.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So it wasn't very odd in nature for somebody to, you know what I mean? Guy, yeah, that was a good actor.
Well, shit. I'm glad you came on here and decided to have small talk with me because this shit is very, very much interesting, bro. But yeah, so that is crazy because my mom caught me when I was like probably 13, 14. I was probably like 14 or 15. And like one of my homeboys came over with a sack for me. I had on like some basketball shorts. I tried to hide it.
Yeah, see, I never kept nothing with me.
Mom, she already knew what it was. She was looking out the window the whole time.
Yeah, and
I'm smart.
I never kept nothing with me. I was always, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I remember, yeah, I was always a little bit, you know what I mean? I was playing chess a lot at a young age, having to, you know, maneuver around.
Yeah, so when your people found out that you was smoking and shit, how did they feel? They was like,
Hell no. They ain't like that
they
shit.
ain't like that shit.
Hell no.
Not
They
fucking
they
with it.
just getting comfortable with me smoking
Word.
at 35. But you know, that's my Duke, so you know what I'm saying? Gotta make sure she right. Yes, sir. But yeah, ain't nobody know nothing, man.
That is insane, bro. My mom was such a fucking, I don't know. My mom's already knew what the deal was. Like,
My mom did too. It's just I was the baby. I was the youngest.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like I said, it was easy for me just to maneuver around a little bit more.
Word. So like, shit, what's your daily weed routine? Like when you waking up, you know what I'm saying?
I used to have one. I used to have a routine. Now I'm just free for all. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I wake up and I want to smoke. Sometimes I don't smoke because how you start your day, whatever you do, that sets the pace for the rest of your whole day. So if I smoke some gas in the beginning of the day, I'm going to be lazy all day.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to be able to get out of that funk of being tired or nothing. You know what I mean? And if I do choose to smoke something in the morning, it's more on a sativa type basis, something to keep me up and going and still have that feeling of that nirvana feeling, I guess you could say.
Got it. Yeah, no, so I definitely support the wake and bake on the sativa aspect. If you are going to wake and bake, definitely something that's going to allow you to be a little bit more clear headed once it goes up and kind of levels off. You know, it's like when you wake and bake, you're going to be faded just off the fact that you just woke up and then you.
That shit will ruin your whole day.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's going to disorient you, but like. Shit, if that's your lifestyle and that's how you live in, hey, blow yours. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
So,
Facts. Sometimes you might eat an edible.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Something light. 50 milligrams, maybe 100 milligrams. I don't ever want to go too heavy because once you start going heavy, then you get a tolerance for that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The tolerance is the devil.
That's why I try to roll up small joints. I don't smoke a lot of. I try to smoke less weed and just enjoy the little bit that I do smoke. So
It varies for me.
yeah.
Sometimes I roll fatties. Sometimes I roll, you know what I'm saying, pencil joints. You know what I mean? It just depends on the time of the day and what I'm trying to do. It's just a feeling, I guess.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So are you fucking with the concentrates? You hitting dabs and shit like that?
I like nectar collectors.
The
I
nectar
don't like
collectors?
the blowtorch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I dislike it with a passion.
I'm glad we're getting past that. They're starting to come out with some new shit that's
And I feel like some people say that you get a better hit when you use the blowtorch action. You know what I mean? And you gotta like let the temperature go down, and you can. But I don't even care. I'm just like, pass me the electrical puff co or something. You know what I mean?
Right. And for everybody out there that don't know, as smokers, we'll have to explain this to you. You can smoke weed, which is the flower that you roll up, and then you have concentrates. So concentrates are like the concentrated THC matter from the plant, and you can smoke that on different devices. One of the main devices is what you'll call a rig. You know, you can have them in a pen like my buddy IT has right here with a little cart situation, very discreet, sleek.
Live resin.
You know what I'm saying?
Sir.
Yes, live resin. But one of the first devices was to smoke it on like a nail or a spatula or whatnot, and you just heat up a piece of metal. You throw the shit on there, and we all know what that sounds like, but that's how you get down.
That's how you got down.
But now they have electric ways to do that, you all. And yeah, thank God for technology.
Right here.
Yeah.
You check this shit right here.
Shit's amazing out here nowadays, guys. So cannabis is here to stay. We're on the Sessions podcast where we chill, we build some more shit. And it's 420 time, baby.
Nectar collector.
Nectar collector.
Got it right there.
Okay.
Yes, sir. It's the Loki. Look just like that mug from what's it, Marvel.
Yeah.
So what's it called? What was his movie called? Thor. Yeah. Look just like him. Color scheme wise, at least.
Word. So the nectar collector, you're hitting it on one end, and then it has a heating element on the front. Just
This piece right here, that's the heating element. You press the button, hold that joint, and then you just put it straight to the source, and then you're good.
boom. Okay. Okay.
Sir, portable.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Now I understand why that's called the nectar collector.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that shit is fire, man. Hey. Get into it, man. This cannabis revolution is here, man.
It's different now. It's different now.
Yeah, it's different, man. It's a lot out here, man. I try to inform people, you know, don't jump off the deep end. Just kind of micro dose your way into it. You know what I'm saying? And just
like the opposites. I tell them dive right in.
Yeah.
Head first, go in for it. It's different.
A lot of people go too far and they disorient themselves, and then it's like
That's how you get the tolerance.
people will walk away from it though. It was like I never want to have cannabis ever again.
Sometimes people do that, but I mean, I've had friends who stopped smoking, you know, for whatever reasons they stopped smoking for, and kudos. But I don't think so. Once you get that real good high, I remember once I had an epiphany. I was so high.
Yeah.
I see my whole life flash before my eyes. That shit was crazy, bro. I was like, I just got off of probation.
How high were you? And what were you?
I had just got off probation. It was the first blunt I smoked.
What was the
For
strain?
like a year. I don't even remember. It was like I stopped smoking for a straight year, and then I hit that shit. I got that shit from one of my bros. Went down the street, hit him up, boom, got it, smoked it, gassed, bro. I'll try to tell you.
Oh my god!
There's only been like two, 3 times I could say I've had like a really great high.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just like to smoke though.
Yeah.
Helps me through my day. You know what I mean? That's all.
Yeah. So shit, what is your favorite strain?
Kush, if that's what you want.
Kush.
I love Kush.
Any type of Kush.
Kushes, man.
Okay.
Kush is powerful. I do love runs. I do love a flavor. You know what I mean? especially when you can taste the weed. That shit's awesome.
Yeah.
But Kush, taste or not, that shit gonna get you smacked.
Yeah. No, I got a Kush that I want you to try. Trying to work it. I'm fucking with it though. I'm gonna have some shit.
I already know. Tez grows.
Yeah, man. Everybody,
Yeah.
stay tuned out there, man. But so shit. What's your favorite way to smoke? Are we blunts? We papers?
We blunts. I smoke blunts.
A lot of blunts
all day. If I smoke a joint, gotta be king size and they gotta be fat. You know what I mean? Yes, sir.
So
yes,
what's
sir.
are you weighing up your blunts and shit like that?
Do I weigh them?
Yeah.
No.
Okay,
I don't weigh them. I
see,
just break it up and I see myself. I got like, okay, I can roll this. I take 2 papers every time. I'll take 2 papers. I'll combine them together. You know what I mean? I'll make the little filter end. Put that joint down there. I throw the weed on there, just a fat amount.
Word.
Sometimes I do small amount, but never really with the papers.
Yeah.
You know.
So, what kind of blunts you rolling? Backwoods?
Nah. You know, I keep it classy. Dutch Masters.
Dutch Masters?
Old school. Yes, sir.
Okay. Old school.
I like them. That's how I started smoking. Not really started smoking, but that was when smoking Dutch's games.
No, I
Shit.
swear, between
all Palmers.
'08 to 2011, it was chocolate Dutch era.
Yeah. I didn't like the chocolate Dutch. I did not like that one at all. But a lot of people did like it. It was definitely a good seller. You know what I mean? I like
My body hurts thinking about those shits.
That's why I just smoked the Palmers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No flavor.
Yeah.
Just a quick little Dutch. I like the stability, I guess you can say, of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So when you first, how did you learn how to roll? Was it something like somebody taught you, or did you have to got some weed and bought some blunts?
Some bull drive. They gave me like 2 grams to roll on a blunt, and they're just like, here, roll it.
Okay.
And they start talking shit.
You remember the blunt type?
Nah, I don't remember none of that, to be honest.
Right.
But they just was like, here, roll it. And they threw it on the table. And then the table had like cracks in it. So, you know what I mean? Weed's going through the cracks. I'm like, what the fuck? Y'all ain't give me shit. They just threw me in the jungle. It's like, here, swim. Make it fat for us.
Did you make it?
I mean, it was decent.
It was
you know, they
decent.
always going to talk shit.
Yeah.
Decent. You know
That's
what I mean?
what's up.
And then I think one time I bought a box and I just rolled. You know what I mean? I used to be able to unroll the leaf, then crack the paper, then roll the paper, and then roll the leaf back on it.
Oh yeah, you were.
That took too much. That shit
Yeah,
was
you
doing
were a
too
craftsman.
much. I used to be, but that shit was doing too much. It's like driving a stick shift for me, yo. You know what I mean? Like, I like to sit and chill, just something easy, cut it real quick. You know what I mean? Roll it real quick. She smoked good, we good.
Yeah. So you needed the Fonto back then.
I probably did, but I don't even like hit. That's just be hitting hard sometimes, and then you can't always close them. At least I can't always close them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So with the Dutch, I know it's gonna be sealed. With the paper, I know it's gonna be sealed, cause them fucking just be smacking.
Yeah.
Backwoods, boy.
I haven't had a back
Cough up a
in
lung.
long time. Not gonna lie.
Cough up a lung, bro. I ain't with it. But definitely. How you like to smoke?
Shit, I'm in papers all the way. Papers or the vape, man. We out here. We got the
Sessions Hemp roll papers.
Organic hemp, unrefined, unbleached papers.
Oh,
man.
I did smoke one of those just now too.
Sessionslifestyle.com.
I like that shit. I still got a little bit more left.
Get the papers. Yeah,
She
so
get them joints.
I'm on papers, man. My first time rolling up was a peach Optimo. We were rolling Optimos.
I remember I had one of them joints.
And then I got into that whole thing, like just rolling up blunts. So whatever, Phillies, Dutches, all that. I done had all kind of shit. I remember they used to have the strawberry Dutches, the grape Dutches, and the cognac Dutches.
Used to wait for them shits to come out. Oh, they coming out with this week? Yeah, let me try that real quick.
All those different shits. But I remember backwoods used to be 8 in a pack. That used to be a thing back in the day, like 8 backwoods in a pack, and they used to have good quality. I remember we used to do shit like rip them in half and roll up half and all kind of shit. But yeah, backwoods quality has went down to the wayside, man. But
so is Dutchess.
Yeah, I haven't had a Dutch in a while. I couldn't imagine smoking like a cigarello though.
Yeah, yo.
It has a piece of paper inside of a tobacco leaf. That's
Yeah, I know. I smoke cigs too, so I just be like, fuck it. You know what I mean? I like them joints.
so. Do you put the grabba?
Nah.
No grabba
First time I heard about grabba was coming here to Community Love.
for real.
First time I heard about the grabba.
Should
Yeah.
put you on.
He put me on, but I ain't never had one before. You know what I'm saying? I was like, what is going on? But they call it spliffs, I guess you call them. You know what I mean? Type situation.
Yeah.
You know, I knew about them. I think I tried to put like tobacco on my shit once.
So what you about to roll up here? What's
Ooh, this right here is the hashberry.
the hashberry? You mind
the
if I
hashberry.
smell it?
Go ahead, man. Take you something.
Yeah. So this is some hashberry from It's 420 time.
This was one of my
See what we
highs.
got, guys.
She got slept on. I'm gonna be honest with you. The hashberry got slept on. Not too
Some
many
little
people.
dense nuggets I can see.
Well, that's because she's the end. They were probably a little bit bigger. You know what I mean? They weren't too fat, but they were nice sized nugs. They definitely were. Definitely one of the most slept on strands I had. Because this shit tastes good. Everybody tell about this like it.
Yeah, I'm fucking with it. It got like a sweet. I can tell. I can definitely smell the berry in there.
Mm-hmm. But it doesn't have like a strong. It doesn't have like a strong hashberry. Like not hashberry. It doesn't have like a strong berry taste to it. Like it's not like a fruity flavor. You know what I mean? It's not no candy or nothing like that. But she's definitely a good strand, a good indica strand at that.
Yeah, man. So, like you did mention earlier, like some of like the greatest times, like just being high and shit like that. Do you remember any time specifically like that was like just epic? Anything stand out where it's like, okay, you was out smoking and just had a good ass time, or like cannabis was the center of it or had something to do with it?
I mean, to be honest with you, a lot of my life has been cannabis. So I've definitely had some good times, especially now with the whole legalization of everything. That went crazy.
Yeah.
That went crazy. When the first day
Yeah.
when this shit was legal, or however legal it is still.
So like that's when you started your company, or?
I will say no. So I started my company in October.
Mm-hmm.
Not even October. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is what happened. The shit was legal, and for me, I remember being 18 years old, first possession charge. Boom. I remember the past like 10 years or so when I was in trouble. You know what I mean? To how that shit felt, and then for just to be legal, I can have up to an ounce on me.
Yeah.
And not even get in trouble. I had an eighth, and they tried to crucify me over, not even an eighth, a quarter. I had a quarter on me when I was 18. They tried to crucify me.
In Virginia Beach?
Yeah, in Virginia Beach.
Damn.
Yeah, I wasn't even
Throw your ass away.
I wasn't
over
even
that.
on vacation.
Yeah.
I lived there. You know what I'm saying? I had just got off of a 13-hour shift at Red Lobster. It was me and two of my homegirls, and we were the only car in the parking lot. The manager left. Next thing I know, there he is. Whoop, whoop. Like, damn.
Whoop down on you.
Whoop down on me, bro.
Damn, bro.
Over a quarter. But now, like I said, once it happened, I was just like, dang, this is crazy. This is weird.
And did you hear about Joe Byron? Hey, bing bong. Shout out
Bing
to Joe
bong.
Byron. Hey, he didn't said he was keeping one of his campaign promises. And everyone who's been taken down for federal weed crimes, they're getting let go. He's encouraging the states to do so.
I saw that, but you know how they go. That's been in their agenda to do. They're gonna do that shit. Especially you got what? How many years he's been in the presidency for now?
Like one or what?
One or two or some shit like that, almost. You know what I mean? So you know that time frame is coming where they gotta, you know what I mean? The race is about to start up again.
Right.
You gotta do a couple little things to, you know what I mean, get them votes.
Right.
But so check it though.
He doesn't have another race in him. I'm sorry. I don't know what. Yo, I don't know what's going on, but yeah, we need some young talent in the U.S.
So we need some help.
I feel like it's probably some young person is gonna. I feel like a bunch of young people are just gonna start running after a while. Like, why not?
Nah, I don't
Old
think
fuckers.
so.
These old fuckers are really not doing shit.
I don't think so. I think whatever they've been planning on doing with this world, they're in that motion right now. Like you've seen the movies, you know what I mean. I'm not the biggest conspiracy theorist, you know what I'm saying, but I be fucking with conspiracy theories because, you know, this shit is crazy out here right now.
So all of this shit. So like, this whole podcast, everything. Like, this is what they want us to be doing.
They want us to do this shit. We want to do this shit. We gonna do this shit and do this shit right.
Right.
Tell the world everything they need to know about fashion, weed, whatever it is you got a voice, you can speak it.
Right.
You know what I mean? But what I'm saying is like, you ever watch like the movies Minority Report, In Time, Judge Dredd, you know, Total Recall, you know what I'm saying? And then you start looking at the world sometimes and just how the world's maneuvering, how like certain politics is going on, you know what I mean? Court cases, people getting away with shit.
Yeah.
You know, I can't say that it's going to happen. Like we're in the day of Back to the Future right now. Right. They don't look the same, so you know what I mean. But the more and more time goes by,
The more and more this shit look more Back to the Future ish.
like that Minority Report, it could be anything. In Time, you know what I mean? Like,
well, they have the
Control,
the Neuralink. You know, they're trying to do that and cross the AI situation. I mean, I'm an early
iRobot.
I'm somewhat of an early adopter because I own an Oculus.
Do you?
I got one of my buddies. He
virtual
hooked me
reality
up.
stuff?
He sent me one, bro. Yeah,
Virtual reality.
yeah.
Yeah. You ever watch a show called Sword Art Online?
No,
It's an anime. You should check that shit out, yo.
Sword Art Online.
Yeah, yo. You should check that out. It's a real good one. It has to deal with like virtual reality type situations. And they get trapped in this fantasy game for years. The creator of the game locks them into the game, so you can't remove your nerve gear or your helmet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're just stuck in this game, having to live. And if you die in the game, you die in real life.
Word, damn.
That shit was crazy.
Yeah.
It's like 4 or 5 seasons of it now. It's a good show. If you watch anime, you should definitely check that out.
No, I gotta check it out, man. I was talking to the homie Sage. I was like, definitely trying to get into the anime space and trying to get turned onto it, man.
It's different, bro. That was my whole life. To be honest, Saturday morning cartoons, get you a bowl of cereal, fat bowl of cereal. You know what I mean? Sit down and just motherfucking watch cartoons for the next, or anime / cartoons for the next like 6 hours.
Yeah.
You know.
So yeah, like now that we're talking about the anime, so the It's 420 time, like this is all based off of an original anime you've created, right?
So what I will say is this: I'm a smoker, I'm a thinker. You know what I mean? You know the way the rest of the lyrics goes. You know what I'm saying? It was a midnight toker, but I smoke and I think of things. Like I said, I watch anime a lot. So when I first made my brand, it was more so on like where's Carmen San Diego's type stuff. You know what I mean? It's 420 time. Catch it if you can. You know what I mean? I'm over here, I'm over there. I got the deals. Come to me. Then I thought about it, and I have a saying now. He was a regular guy in a regular world until shorted a gram. Now it's 420 time. So then I started thinking of like One Piece, Naruto, you know what I mean? Different animes, and how to make myself into anime. Batman, you know what I mean? Just to take all the elements. And now I'm a crime fighter. Not really a crime fighter, but somebody shorted me a gram and I'm going to find them.
Yeah. So shit. So, and is this, so this shit align, this shit's aligning with your whole business model?
Correct. You know, I'm not a grower. You know what I mean? I don't I don't make edibles. You know what I'm saying? I'm a businessman. You know what I mean? I'm an entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not even one of those. I just like to, you know what I mean, be able to make money anywhere I go. And then it's a beautiful thing to be able to make money with something that you love. You know what I mean?
So you're a cannabis entrepreneur.
Correct. I'm a cannabis entrepreneur. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So my ideal is like you have to do something else. It's about to get legal. Dispensaries are popping up. You know what I mean? Me being a vendor is not going to be there much longer. So what can I do outside of that? Merch, stories, books, anime, visuals.
Got it. Okay. That's gonna be fire.
It's going to be fire, man. I don't know like half an episode right now. I'm still getting everything in tune. I still got to get some drawing up, some video. Just
So what's the keys to like a really good like anime story?
for me, it's action. It has to have a lot of action in it. It has to have something to catch the eye.
Yeah.
And then something you can relate to. You catch that thing you can relate to, that's going to be stuck on it.
Okay.
Everybody's been short of the gram before, or if not more. You know what I mean? So they can relate to that already.
Yeah, I've definitely been shorted a significant amount of weed on some crazy shit.
Just because they middlemaning.
So what's one of your favorite animes? Like,
So you got Dragon Ball Z.
okay.
That's a classic right there. Then you got Yu Yu Hakusho. Classic.
Yeah.
Some Gundam. I like the robots. I've always been fascinated with robots, and fighting robots of that nature that'd be crazy to be in one of those. You know what Gundam is?
Yeah.
That'd be cool. What if you owned one of those?
That would be fire.
You know what I mean? Just
That's
like
what shit. That's what Elon Musk is on, bro. I'm like, shit. Sign me up. Put me in the Oculus. Fuck it. I can get control. One
Ender's
of those
Game.
shit.
You know what I mean? That's what they did in Ender's Game.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that movie? But so, I mean, I just thought outside the box, and I said I gotta do it. So that It's 420 time is going to be that comic / anime. That's going to be a piece of art right there.
Yeah.
That's going to be like my piece de la resistance, my one, if not anything else, to put me on the actual map of this is me, IT.
Anime.
Yeah, anime, weed.
Word.
You know what I mean?
That's what's up. Shit, we need to definitely get it pumped. Beat the drum about that. Just the local anime, black anime community. Like, it's a thing. Like, shit, start to galvanize folks, man.
I definitely do.
Yeah.
I be getting stuck in the business world sometimes, though.
Yeah. No,
You know what I mean?
you're a creator, man. You're going to find some time to figure it out, man. That's what's up, though, man.
I definitely got to speed it up, though. It would be nice to have that by, like, next year.
So would that entail working with, like, you need, like, illustrators and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Word.
Need illustrators, like digital artists, I guess you can say, who can digitally make the artwork for me. I need some good people with storytellers, too, because I'm not the best at English, you know what I mean, when it comes to, like, the writing and all that type of stuff. So I can write good, per se.
Yeah.
But I'm going to need help with that, punctuations and making you get that feel. It's going to be a team effort. I got the idea.
Yeah. So, hey, you heard that. Anybody who's watching this, all them artists out there, visual artists, those storytellers, those writers and stuff like that, hey, tap in if this sounds like something that you would like to be involved in. Hey, or if this is the space you're involved in, because that would be lovely. It's 420 time.
Yep.
But yeah, man. So as far as being like a entrepreneur, man, how is the cannabis scene here in VA? Like, how is it?
I mean, I love it, bro. I love it, man. I've never really seen anything other than this, though, to be honest with you. I've never been to, like, dispensaries on the outside. I've been to, like, I had, like, a delivery thing once in D.C. You know what I mean? I've never been to a pop-up nowhere else. So for this here, it's amazing. But it's in year 2 now. So everything that was in year 1, that beginning, it ain't there no more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's a lot of hate, there's a lot of shit going on now, man.
Word.
But you still love it.
Okay.
Because you meet a lot of good people. Like, you meet growers, you meet people who know, and they teach you. I was oblivious to anything cannabis related growing up. Even more so now. But now that I've been around certain vendors, they've taught me certain things on how to expand my knowledge with the flower to gain a little bit better of a relationship with the flower. You know what I mean?
Word. Shit. So what are some of those things like that you keep in mind, like as an entrepreneur and
What do you mean?
when you out here? So what's some good traits for flower when you looking you quality controlling something, man, you QCing.
So I'm say like you have the taste off the dribble. Off the dribble, it can't really be the taste; it's the sight. So I gotta look at her. I gotta smell her. She got a good nose. She got a good bud structure. You know what I mean? Frosty. You know, hairy, different colors, certain things like that. I'm like, okay, and she has that strong smell. You all know right there she's good to go, basically. Right. Then I gotta test her. I don't ever really test her before I get her. You know what I mean? Once I get the plant, then I test it, and then I see what's what. I know if I like it, I know the next person's gonna love it. You know, I try everything. Everything I get, I try. From the highs to the lows.
Right. So first things first, we looking at the aesthetic. We looking at the structure, that bag appeal, and we going for the nose, frost. Okay, in that order. And
Nah, not necessarily in the order.
But that's kind of the general things that you're looking for. Yeah.
You know,
you all know.
it's 420 time, so I can't have no poor taste.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can't.
So no, you had some cheetah piss the other day.
Yeah, that cheetah piss. I got that
fire.
joint. That joint right there was nice. That was a nice one right there. I ain't gonna lie to you. I got like 6 different strands that day.
Word.
All for the low price. That shit right there. That was good.
What's some of your favorite strains other? Because I know you said you like the Kush, that's you. But as far as the strains that be out here most frequent, as far as like the lemon cherry gelatos, the goddamn gelato 33, all of that. Like, what's your favorite strains going around?
Good. If I could say my favorite strains right now, I mean, Scotty was good. What else was good? What else did I have? The Gary was okay, but I had some guava mints.
Had some guava mints.
Guava mints was nice. That drink had a nice strong flavor to it. What else did I have? The electric haze.
Oh yeah,
you know about the electric haze?
Yeah,
that
the
was
electric
good.
haze was decent. Yeah,
that was good.
Like that.
I'm not gonna. I've had so many different like strands cross through my hands in the past 8 months. Cause that's what another thing too. Like I said, in the beginning, you asked me a question. You know, sometimes we just go from it to another question. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But I made my logo back in October, so I didn't really put a brand out though until February that following this year.
Yeah.
So I've only been doing it from February till now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I've had so much fucking strands pass through, bro. This shit is crazy compared to what it was, you know, like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
I only had like 4 strands.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's been a rough ride.
And it's just dozens of strands out here.
People growing craziness.
What's some so like as an entrepreneur, what's some of the obstacles you encountered?
Vendors sometimes. You know what I mean? Vendors.
Other vendors.
That's it, really. You know what I'm saying? You say that there's really no you really have no competition but yourself. But when the next man next to you has something for lower, you know what I mean, or has a bigger following sometimes, you know what I mean? Sometimes they can crush you. So in the beginning, you know, you get crushed. But then you finally build a name for yourself, a base for yourself. And then you just roll with it, you know. But vendors sometimes, depending on which one they are, they can definitely hurt the area.
Word.
You know.
Damn. And is it a lot of that cattiness?
Yeah, you know what I mean. There's a lot of the cattiness right now. But you know, that's just human nature. Any business is going to be the same way.
Right. You know? Well, shit, I'm rooting for everybody on the scene, man.
I am too, man.
Y'all clean some of that shit up, man.
They need to clean that shit
show
up, bro.
love out here in the community. But yeah, man, that's what's up though, man. I mean, but you hear though, you still rocking, you doing your branding and things like that. You got your shirts here in the store, right? We in Community Love, Norfolk.
Norfolk.
Yeah, you know what it is.
I'm not a scammer. I'm a trapper tees with the It's 420 time on the back. Yeah, they did me right with those. Right. I'm gonna tell you now.
Not a scammer, trapper.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's something I can get behind. So shit, like if it was one thing you could change about the like cannabis scene here or the cannabis laws in particular here, what would you change?
I mean, if I could change one thing about the laws, I mean, I'd change the whole thing. I guess I want this shit to be free, be able to do what you want to do.
Do
Like,
whatever, just
yeah,
a
if
free
you want
market.
to, yeah,
Total
you want to
free
grow,
market.
grow. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But it's never going to be that because big business got to get their money. It's a Commonwealth state.
Yeah,
They always gonna get their money.
yeah,
You know what I mean? So that's why I said you got to branch off of it.
yeah. Joe Byron, he priming them up to do the Fed legalization. I can already see that coming down.
Oh yeah,
And I mean, I guess it's up to what business owners from there to do with that what you will. I mean, a lot of these places the prices to get licenses and stuff like that
it's
has been like
crazy.
millions of
It's
dollars,
crazy.
hundreds of thousands.
That's
of
what I'm
dollars.
saying. I'm never gonna be
Have
there.
like equity programs. And
Yeah,
all
unless
of
I
that.
know somebody
So,
who knows somebody.
right. Yeah, you gotta get tapped. You gotta massage some relationships with that type of shit. That's where you get political. But I don't know. We'll see what's up, man.
It's a beautiful. It's gonna be a beautiful future, bro. I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
They got casinos coming up over here now. You got weed being
Casinos,
legal.
yeah.
Yeah, they got everything going on right now.
They
Virginia's
trying to
going
turn
crazy,
this into
bro.
a Vegas on the East
Yes,
Coast.
Virginia's going crazy right now. Not even in Virginia, just the 7 cities right now. I can't really speak about too much of the other cities and shit like that, but these 7 cities is going nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. The future, next 10 years, I promise you, the next 10 years is going to be nuts.
I need to get started now.
You do. You need to start getting like land because they're going to be starting wanting to develop things. You know what I mean? Different properties. Yeah, you're going to definitely want to have the land for that right there. You see already they've been trying to, they just rearranged the whole interstate from like Newtown to Witch Duck. You know what I mean? They were supposed to be putting a train in there to link up from like Norfolk to the beach.
Oh, to the downtown train?
Yeah, but that never went through. You know what I mean?
That would have been crazy.
It would have been crazy, right? Yeah, Virginia Beach was like, nah, we don't want that.
Right.
They stopped them right at Newtown.
don't need no access over here.
You know what I mean?
Come this far and turn your ass right back around.
Grimy, yes, sir.
That's funny as hell, man. Yeah, man. But so like, what's some of the future goals you got for the business?
I just want to gain a fan base right now. So I'm
Build the
gain a
fan
fan
base.
base. You know, this is what I do. This is what we do.
Word.
You know, as I said, the merch. Got the whole anime comic going on. So I'm gonna take the anime comic and just make merch because merch sells, bro. T-shirts.
Yeah.
I might do some other things too, like maybe some shoes or something.
Yeah.
You know, expand out. But I just want to take it and then just like, because the more people you get, the more, like, I guess you call fans you have, you know what I mean? The more you can sell them. You know what I mean? So on the business aspect,
So you need loyal fans. You need those loyal supporters that you know they're gonna be supporting the merch. They're gonna support
Everything.
the whole movement. Okay.
whole movement, yeah. That's what I really need. That's what I've been working towards through this pop-up right here.
Yeah.
That's what I'm still here for. You know what I'm saying? You know.
So like shit. Before you came into the cannabis industry overall, like being a vendor or whatnot, was you still business oriented or what did you do before then? Like what?
Oh, yeah, that's why I joined into it, because I'm business oriented. I've always really been about the business, like money, how to make it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I've never really been a laborer, even though if you look at my job histories, it's been a lot of laborious work, tree work, electrical work, you know what I mean? Concrete,
Right.
restaurants, food industry, cooking, dishwashing, you know what I
So
mean?
a lot of many different skills out here.
Services, you know, so I just take everything that I've built from that and try to, you know, put that towards the business.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I remember living in Kissimmee, Florida, and meeting Dolo. You know what I mean? He was one of my bros out there. Him and his brother La, they have a clothing line in New York called 15's Clothing, right? He put me on the graphic design type situation. You know, I was just taking pictures and photo editing and shits. And then I took it from there to me building actual like logos for myself. You know what I mean? Off of my cell phone. Like I got millions, but I got like hundreds of just different shit on my phone or on like phones that have been lost. You know, just the designs. So it's always been like waiting for the right time to use the talents that I gained throughout my journey.
But any entrepreneurs out there, you got like any young entrepreneurs out there, you got any tips for them?
Just keep moving forward. Just keep going. Don't let nobody
Right.
hold you back. You know what I'm saying? If you have an idea, try it out. If it doesn't work, you know what I mean? You still got tomorrow.
Right.
More than likely, you know what I mean? You still got tomorrow to go and try it again. Something new, something different.
Right.
You know what I mean? But what they got, what's called horse blockers, you know what I'm saying? When the race horses, they just see straight.
Yeah.
Just go straight and
Word.
keep going.
Word. That's what's up, man.
Learn, knowledge, read. I need to do more reading than I do. You read a lot?
As far as the reading, it comes in spurts. It's like waves. Like sometimes it's more, and then sometimes it's less. Honestly, like depends on what I get a hold to. Like if I get something that really catches my eye, I'll just knock it out. But some stuff I'll read some, come leave, and then come back to it like some months later or something down the line. So like as I buy different books, I'll just read through like the first couple of chapters of the introduction or something, see if it catches my eye. If not, or because like the thing about books is that you're gonna sit with it for a decent amount of time. So like it really has to be something that you can invest yourself into. Like one of my first books I ever read was the autobiography of Malcolm X. That's just
Strong
like
books.
it's just like a black comic book, bro. Like
Yeah, I
just
never read that.
yeah.
It sounds like a strong one, though.
yeah, it's pretty cool, man. Like the movie that Spike Lee did or whatnot is it's cool, but it doesn't do it any justice for real as far as just like the detail, of course. But like yeah, that's a really good book. Then they have Asada, which is Asada Shakur's her autobiography, which is basically kind of this a similar fight from a female's or a woman's perspective. But yeah, those are some pretty good books. But yeah, man, the reading shit is like you gotta sit down and do it, bro. Sometimes I'm up and I'm moving around, so a lot of times I'm not. But
Able to.
yeah, but I sometimes I'll get into spurts where I'm like, okay, gotta hunker down. So yeah, but I'm high. It's 420 time in this bitch.
EA, it's 420 time. Follow me on IG.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, follow IT on It's 420 time. It's your boy Tezlato, Big Tezlato Sessions, or podcast where we chill, we build, and some more shit. Hey, anything else you want to tell the people before we get out here?
Man, nah, not really. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, this was good. You got the plants, my man. You got the grow.
Yeah.
Grow. Learn about
Grow
what you're
yours.
doing. Whatever you do in life, learn about it. Seek the knowledge. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. But hey, thanks everybody for tuning in.
I
Peace, love,
appreciate
light,
you
and
for
life.
having me.
FWS, Future World Sport, a broadcast network, the global standard. It's been another one. Sessions.
Yes.